Hi guys, you are listening to the Cattlestrength podcast. If you enjoy this show, don't forget to give it a share. Right then, episode number 24 of the podcast. Can't believe we made it episode 24.
24. We're nearly a quarter of a century.
Yeah. Today we're joined by Celyn Lazenby. Celyn, thanks for coming on.
It's okay, I'm excited.
One thing we want to get off our chest first, we've got to break through as the sponsor of the day. Who have we got, Kate?
Shore Break Sounds Production, who is the person behind making our podcast. Shout out Dave, Di. What's the other name we call him? Jamie. So shout out. We love having Dave here. He's the backbone of this entire podcast.
Yeah, so for anyone wants to, on a serious note, start a podcast, doesn't know where to start, want your editing done, want help with your microphones, they've got all the kit, etc. Dan's the man, he's got everything.
Dan, his name's Dave.
That was a joke.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Jamie's the man, he's got everything sorted, but in a sense now, we're on episode 24 now, we've got over 5,000 listeners, we've got Olympic athletes that have come on, and many, many other legends, including the person we've got joining us today, Celyn. Introduce yourself. Give us 3 interesting facts about yourself that no one knows. Well, some people know, but not everyone knows.
Let the girl talk.
I used to play rugby. Played for years. Interesting facts 2. I got a dog called Frankie. Interesting fact 3. I'm a pretty open book. I got my own gym.
Nice.
What dog is Frankie?
French bulldog.
Oh, what colour?
Grey.
I feel like I knew that was going to be a French bulldog.
No, Frankie could also be a sausage dog.
Or bulldog.
Yeah.
Well,
Golden retriever.
Or a French something.
Could be a-
Frank.
What?
I don't know. It could be a sausage dog because it's a frankfurter, and I know a lot of sausage dogs that call Frankie. So played rugby. What position?
Wing.
Wing. That's the quick guy, isn't it? Grabs
I
the
was
ball,
quick
runs.
then. I don't think I'd be a wing now.
No.
No.
What would you be now?
Probably forward.
You played for Wales, did
Yeah, I did.
Class.
How many Welsh caps you got?
Well, at the time it was Wales Sevens, so I was playing for Wales Sevens. We went different places, and at the time Wales women weren't a professional team then. It's only in the last few years they were, and I think if it had become like more professional and stuff when I was playing, things would have been a lot different. But obviously, things change.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's really positive to see how female rugby's growing now, though, the last couple of years, isn't it?
yeah, it is much more positive now. It's obviously taken its time, but I think there's still, that thing with a male,
Female.
and the male seem to always get a lot more publicity and everything with it.
A couple of my mates the other day, they went, I think the women were playing, on a Friday and the guys are playing on a Saturday. Did that happen the other, there was a week after. My friend went to watch both games and he stayed after the game for the women's game, and all the girls stayed on the pitch and they met the fans, like Maddie and Emmy and them. They were like meeting all the players.
Oh, I've
and stuff.
seen them.
Class.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, you
It's
go and
very
watch,
inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah.
you go and watch the men and literally they all fuck off down the tunnel and they've gone. It's such like, I'd rather go support the girls. Like if
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's actually seen now more people are going to watch the girls to support and just to help get it out there.
So what made you stop doing rugby then? Injury or?
I was playing for years, club, Scarlet, Wales, and I did get injured, I had a bad head injury playing for club. I did go back after that, but with uni, studying, and Wales weren't getting paid at that time, so I'd be travelling to the Vale to train 3-4 times a week. You don't know if you're going to get picked for that squad, but you're going up there anyway.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be studying for university because I'd be choosing to put all my studies, like my time into that. And it's just getting too much. So I decided something's got to take its time.
And the rugby gave it.
Did you miss it?
I miss aspects of it. It takes a lot of your time. It's not just you play a rugby game and you train 1 day a week. You're training 4 or 5 times a week. You don't know if you're going to get picked for that team. You miss out on a lot of things with your friends. Like my friends were going on a girls' holiday. I didn't go because we had a chance to play in the Principality against England, like Wales emerging team. Went on for a bit, and that was it. When my friends are on holidays for like a week. There are pros and cons. Like obviously representing your country is amazing. there's a lot you do miss out on it.
Yeah, you sacrifice a lot for sports
Yeah.
like that.
I couldn't deal with the
Definitely.
anxiety part of it as well. So before game, I wouldn't just be like, yes, let's go. Like a lot of people are like, let's go girls, let's train, let's play, let's go, let's win. My anxiety would be through the roof with just knowing that I've got a game to play.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can deal with it.
I can relate to that. When I was playing, I was like really superstitious. So if I did something one week, which resulted in me having a good game the following week, I would make sure that I do that week. And then if I did something that...
Same with the horses with me.
It's
Like
proper
same
fucked with
socks,
your
socks,
same
isn't it?
I
socks,
hated
same
it.
pants. Before I go to do my like individual display bit at the show, I've always got to like scratch my nose in a certain
I
way.
hated it.
It's so weird.
I've got this thing when
Yeah.
with my socks.
Socks before a lift,
Yeah, so
yeah.
if I'm going to do a lift, I pull my socks
Yeah.
up.
You have
Why?
these superstitions.
Just do it.
Same with like tacking up, like putting the saddle and the bridle on the horse. Like I have to do it in exactly. And someone's like, "Oh, we're in a rush, we're running late. You get changed, I'll tack up." I'm like, "No, you are not touching my horse." Because psychological, it's madness, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you don't like sleep good the night before, you don't eat this, so you don't train, well, you're gonna have a rubbish game. I couldn't deal with it. So like you would see that on the pitch. You'd
Yeah.
see me
Yeah.
be like full of anxiety.
And
Yeah.
it ruins your weekend then if you've had a shit
Like,
game.
everything.
And it takes the enjoyment out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I remember we went away to. I was with the was I with the under 18s then? We went away to Scotland to play like all the different teams there for sevens, and it was a weekend away from home and stuff, obviously. And all the girls were loving it. Like we were under 18s at the time, like young girls, teenagers, all sleeping there together. Should have been a really good time. And I remember just feeling sick, literally before the game, wanting to go sick. It was anxiety because I had a rugby game. Just the pressure of like
It's just a rugby game. It's what you've done all your life in life.
representing your country.
So how old are you now? Sorry, Kat.
24.
24. Christ, I'd love to be that age.
24 now.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good age.
babe. Yeah.
When did you get into becoming a fitness coach?
So I had a head injury with rugby. At the time, I just started my first year in uni. So I was in Swansea Uni and I was doing sports science. And I got
Whites.
and I got knocked out on the rugby pitch, but it was quite a bad knockout. So I took a long time to recover from that for everything. And it set me back a lot. So I had to drop out of first year uni then. I went down a bit of a spiral.
Yeah.
Didn't know what to do. Was stuck. I was only obviously 18 at the time.
Yeah, it's young, innit?
And my mother said to me, there's a course in my college. You've always loved sport, fitness, PE and stuff in school. I want you to do the course. So at the time, the course was a PT one. I can't remember how much it was. It was a level 2 and 3. Because I've done like strength and conditioning and stuff with rugby. I've always been involved with rugby. I could do the level 2 and 3 together through Go Sign in college. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I haven't got any money though. So how am I paying for this course? I was 18. So I had to ask my parents, can you pay for this course for me? Did the course, studied, passed it, and I thought, I'll work in a gym. Went to go work in a gym, and then the rest is history.
What gym was that?
At the time, it was Functional 7, yeah,
Ah, class.
in Ammanford.
And so how many years ago is that now, sorry?
6-7 years ago.
And so 7 years down the line, you've now opened your own space.
Yeah.
Where's that?
It's close to Ammanford, about 5-minute drive from Ammanford.
Looks class.
Yeah.
You got the massive Thunderbolt.
Yeah, happy. My logo, my sign above the door.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool. Yeah.
And how's it going?
Really good. I couldn't be happier. I didn't think it'd even go this well. The time when I thought I was going to open my gym, it just happened to fall into place. I didn't like plan in my head, right, this month I'm going to open my own gym and I'm going to leave there and then go somewhere else. That never, it just happened. And it's just going bigger, better, and I've been happier.
Class.
What sort of size, like what do you do at the gym then? Like size of classes or?
So, small group PT classes. So we do classes for mother and baby because there's not a lot of that in the area. We do classes for like retired people. We do open gym. My online girls train there. Strength classes. There's other coaches there as well, which are amazing and help me out. There's literally something for everyone.
Oh, it's nice.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Even though the gym isn't like your massive, snap fitness gyms and stuff, it's something where people feel comfortable, smaller place, and it's more inviting for people, you know.
Yeah, I can relate to it. Like, I followed you for a while now, and I look at your space and the way you coach and like the community that you've got, and it's quite relatable to me. And with Cattlestrength, really, like you say, you compare it to these like commercial gyms and stuff, and it's different, isn't it? It's like people pay for that, community and that unique space.
Yeah,
that
100%.
No one else can offer.
You know, like when you go into like a commercial gym, any gym, you go in, you train, and you go. Like, you may say hello to a few people. In your own like independent gym, smaller, you've got more chance to meet new people, to actually have a social,
And you know everyone's name.
Yeah, community.
Yeah.
And like, for example, at my gym, we don't just train. We go on walks, we have nights out, we become friends, we go for food and stuff. Yeah. Like, if I went to a commercial gym, I would never be able to go up to someone and be like, do you want to go for food? And like, do you know?
Yeah, that's key.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. So, well, what would you say is next for you now with your fitness journey and with the Strength Hub? Where would you see it being in 2-3 years?
Well, the last 2 or 3 years of me, I think, has been literally non-stop.
You look like you hustle quite hard. I follow you.
Yeah.
And you just boom, boom, boom.
It
boom.
is. It hasn't stopped.
Which is cool.
Yeah, I haven't stopped. And I think that's probably the same for a lot of personal trainers or gym owners in this area. Like, it's this 5 a.m. alarm, the 8 p.m. finishes.
Yeah.
It's all you do is like work all day. And I guess that's the same for like you as well. So the last 2 or 3 years has been pretty mad. And since January, obviously opening my own gym, changed from another gym, like, that was a big jump. I'd been there for 6 years. She come for a blanket.
Oh, so you opened in January?
Yeah, was it January, like December, I decided to leave where I was.
Yeah.
January, I was working from 2 gyms, and I thought, I can do it, so I'm going to do it. So I opened up my own gym, and it's just gone from strength to strength. In 2 or 3 years' time, I would like it to be bigger, better, more members, but more importantly, to be happy and not so stressed, because the last 2 years has been mad, like living in my own stress. Basically.
I can relate. Like, I think when you're trying to build something big that you're proud of, there's no shying away from the work it takes.
No.
And then, the hours that you have to put in is, a lot of people can't get their heads around that, can they?
No.
How many hours would you say you've been working a day on average?
When I look back, I actually thought this the other day when I was in the gym, when I was waiting for my next client and it was just quiet and just me there for a bit, and I thought, I don't know how I did that a few months ago. So waking up at 5, I'd do like 6, 7 one-to-one, class first, and then about 6 clients on the bounce. I'd have a small gap for food, and then I'd be back until 8. Then when I'd finish at 8 then, I'd go back to the gym to get stuff done, ready in the gym for it to be opening. I'm luckily, so when I left the previous gym where I was in functional, I reached out to another local gym near me called Imperium, and I said, I've been following you for a while. I like what you do. You look really good. I'd be interested in working here. And they literally welcomed me with open arms. And I started there, I think, the week after.
Class.
And I'm still there now.
Oh.
Yeah. So even though I've got my own gym, they have been so amazing, helping me, supporting me, and just being there. Like, I wouldn't really want to walk away from that. Do you know? So I'm there every night, doing my big groups. And I've caught people up that area now. So, like, even though I've got my gym close to Amford, about 10 minutes up the road and further, I've got people coming from there. Do you know?
No.
So it's really good.
And then everything no one sees behind the curtains, and so all the content that you've got to put out, getting back to people, accounting, all that jazz, clean up them.
Yeah, people don't realise that. Like, I've had to put my phone over there now because it's just been non-stop. And most people probably can be like, I'll reply to them later. I can't.
No.
Like, it's all day, every day.
Have you got a partner then?
Yeah.
Yeah. How does he...
As a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I thought you meant business partner.
No.
Yeah, I've got a
How
boyfriend.
does he cope with it all then?
He's a grafter himself. Like, he works hard.
What does he do then?
He's a self-employed carpenter.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So he understands then, yeah.
He probably understands, like, the graft as in the gym. Like, people think you're a personal trainer, your job is working in a gym. Or someone said to me the other day, your job's a personal trainer, you blow a whistle all day. And I'm just like, do you know what? I honestly thought he was blowing a whistle
I
all
never
day.
knew people had whistles because we had Dan on earlier and he said at the start of a class he'd blow a whistle. I said, Rhys, should we get a whistle?
You haven't got a whistle here.
I've got a whistle for the kids' classes.
Have you?
Yeah.
Fuck, I think you need to
I think
get
we should
investors
get
of
one for the
whistles.
kids. No, because I normally just give them these ones.
And I've got a whistle for like outdoor sessions.
Yeah, I get that. I coach rugby now, so I got a whistle when I coach rugby.
You got it sometimes.
So he understands the hours you put in there, but...
Probably, but what I don't think what people understand is, like, say if we're going out for food or you're on a day out, people forget I got an online coaching like platform. I have WhatsApp groups.
Yeah.
I have a WhatsApp group for every different like thing I do. If I'm on my phone, it's work. And they're like, it's all you do is on your phone.
Yeah.
It's all you do is this. But if I'm not on my phone replying to them, if I'm not posting on Instagram, people don't think, well, I'm not on work, there's no business, there's nothing going on. Well, what does she offer?
Yeah.
Me and Katie got it. Like, I've been with my wife now for like 10 years, and like I pushed hard. Like when I opened this place, I was probably working like 16 hour days. Like same thing with you. Like online, I had like 150 online clients, then 150 clients in the gym. Like a lot of them 1-to-1 online as well. Got to the point with Katie where she just completely got it, and she was like all in because it's like me and her, it's not just me.
Yeah.
So she was like, we're going to Arbor today, but I'm driving, you be on your phone. So like she'd drive up to town and then I'd be on my phone, then she'd come back to people. We'd get to Arbor, I'd leave my phone in the car. But that half an hour of just like boom, 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 getting back to people, you can kind of chill for like a little bit then before.
Yeah. I feel like that helps so much. You know, like when people understand, or like just saying to someone, I'm not going to reply to you for like 10 minutes. I know you sat there. I'm going to be quiet a minute. Let me just do all this, and then you can have me for the rest of the day or night.
Yeah.
Be transparent, innit?
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. I like talking to people. I said in the last podcast, I think if you walk with a limb, you develop a limp. And like talking to people like you is kind of like why I like doing the podcast. It's nice to surround yourself with people who work hard.
Yeah, and I feel like I thought it was just me. I thought I was like, am I obsessed with like this admin phone stuff? Like, you know, like if you don't post something for 2 hours, you feel like, oh my god, I don't have a job anymore. I'm not working. Like people forget to yeah,
I feel easy.
I go home and I have a bit of food and sat there. I'm like, I'm not on work. Like, it feels weird.
Yeah, and then sometimes you do feel guilty if you're not working.
Yeah.
I
feel like there's a lot of pressure on self-employed people, and I don't know if it's the same with people that do makeup, hair, nails and stuff, being self-employed, or is it just in the fitness industry?
I think it's no matter what business you have, you get obsessed by it, and because it's a passion. You get that obsessive personality, and I think anyone that's successful within self-employment is like that.
Yeah,
like you just get obsessed by it. Like
100%. But the fitness like industry and stuff is getting so big, the pressure and the competition then out there between industries is just increasing, isn't it? So to be on top of your game all the time, is the most important thing. And you've got to work, you've got to put the hours in.
Yeah, and there's a lot of mentors out there now who are like trying to coach that like 4-hour work week and things like that, and it's just unrealistic. And if you can change one thing about the fitness industry, what would it be?
For people to be more real, to stop posting fake results or fake things that are going to happen overnight, or like just trying to get people in with basically crap.
Yeah.
I think,
like edited photos and stuff like
to show you.
I'd like to think if you'd have stalked me beforehand, I look exactly the same online as what I look in real life.
Yeah.
Do you know? Sometimes the sky might look a bit bluer. Do you know? But I would never be like, right, I'm gonna put there, I'm gonna put that in there, and I'm gonna, like edit my.
Yeah.
Nah, just I look exactly the same. Do you know?
You go through scroll on Instagram the night or whenever you get free time, and like you see people posting results. And they've gone from this to that, and you're just like, but how? It's not true. Like,
no.
I've trained with you.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
And they're like 100% natural. Nothing's in this. They've done this in 1 month, and completely natural. When everyone knows it's not, and it just does my head because it's not fair on, especially the younger generation looking on Instagram. They're looking at that and they think it's normal, they think it's real, and they're going to do the same. Like I fell into that trap.
Yeah.
It's not like the way forward.
I think like that is leading to the fitness industry probably becoming less inclusive, really, and like with these unrealistic body ideals that you see on social media and stuff. You know, it's frightening, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Very scary.
Especially for younger girls.
Young
I think.
girls, it's dangerous.
Well, impressionable anyway.
Yeah,
isn't
but
it?
even young boys, seeing people like that have obviously had help with, what do you call them?
Anabolic steroids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we went through a whole rabbit hole earlier, and there's so many names now. Yeah, steroids. Like, it's not attainable. Do you know what I mean?
No.
So even teenage boys, there's that pressure, isn't there? It's not just a girl situation. It's
I think transparency
around.
is the key. Like, I don't think there's you do you with that, but just be transparent
Oh yeah, 100%.
and be honest, so people know where they stand. Would you wish like I love from watching your page? You know, you're very pro lifting weights, being strong. Mm-hmm. That if I had a daughter, if I had a daughter.
he does have a daughter.
With my daughter, I always think like everything I try and promote, like I want her to come into a space where, you know, she can be comfortable going to the gym and stuff, and to see like women out there who are promoting things the right way, lifting weights, not editing themselves or not lying to the camera and things like that. That's really cool for me to like. It's really cool for me to see that, and I think you're doing a really good job of that.
Yeah, it's what I've always done. Like since school, I've always trained. I'm training a little bit more differently now. When I was in school, it'd be quite like I said, you'd want to look a certain way, so you'd train a certain way for that. Now, I just train to feel good and to be strong.
Yeah.
But a lot of girls don't realise that at a young age, do they?
No.
Training to be strong, training to feel happy, and training to just feel better in yourself.
Do you get girls coming up to you and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to lift weights because I don't want to be bulky"?
All the time.
What do you say back to them?
They message me, like they'll say, I take them through a group session or online, or they'll say, I want to start PT with you, but I don't want to lift the weights like you do, or lift weights in general.
Because I don't want to get bulky.
Because I don't want to get bulky. And it just... Firstly, if you come to me for an hour gym session and you lift weights, you're not going to get bulky from that. If you lift weights over time, your shape might change. You're not going to get bulky. If anything, you're going to become fitter, stronger, more powerful. You'll probably be happier.
I like to tell people, you know, the ones, I get that a lot of time as well, and I just say like, look, when you pass your driving test, does that make you qualified to race in a Formula 1 race?
No.
It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, just because you drive a car does not mean that you're going to become a Formula 1 driver. And they're like, oh, okay, I kind of get it now. But it's just education, isn't it? And
Yeah. But even, there's obviously a stigma around girls looking bulky, because there's a thing for girls not to look bulky.
Yeah.
So it's obviously come from somewhere.
a thigh gap. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiny
Yeah.
waist and all that, isn't it?
Pressures.
I think that's where like training for performance comes in. And when you train for performance, ironically, you tend to get good results in terms of body composition anyway.
100%.
And like you look at these girls, like just think of like CrossFit athletes or even high rocks athletes or anyone who's training for performance, like
And they look insane. They're
they look
strong.
insane,
Yeah.
yeah.
Strong, powerful, and probably happy.
Which I think you do a really good job of doing.
Yeah.
What's your biggest ick in the fitness industry then? Or is it that?
That would be one of them.
That's my new favourite word. Ick.
Yeah, you use
Another
that a lot.
one would be,
Used that yesterday.
like, I really love people trying to help people become better in themselves.
You find that an ick?
No, like no, that's not
gonna
it.
say.
People helping
No.
people.
I hate to be right.
The ick parts come in.
Oh.
So I love it when people help other people, support them, give them guidance, information, whether it's with food, training, how to train, what to train. But an ick for me probably would be people who have never done one single qualification and label themselves as an online coach, giving out diet plans to a person when they've never once probably tested that person for any intolerances or anything. You don't know anything about their genetics, and they're giving out plans tailored to that person, and they label themselves as an online coach, and they're charging 100, 200, whatever pound for it, when someone, for example, like you, loads of other trainers out there have done years in uni, years of courses, got loads of certificates behind them, and those people get more people or members because of how they're labelling themselves.
Probably because
That's an ick for me.
they've edited their pictures.
Yes, that would be an ick for me.
I saw a post the other day. It was like, I can't remember who it was. It was just like 4 years in uni, level 1 PT, level 2, 3, strength and conditioning level 4. It was like a list, CrossFit level 1, CrossFit level 2, CrossFit level 3, CrossFit kids. And there was like a huge list of like credentials that you've got over the years. And it was like, why didn't I just sack this off and just become an online coach? Like,
Yeah.
I would have saved thousands of pounds.
Yeah, it's literally probably
Because it's not
biggest
policed, is it?
No.
My mum could be an online nutrition thing.
Well, I'll put this out
you
there
know,
now. Like, we're CrossFit affiliated and we're High Rocks affiliated. To be a CrossFit affiliated gym before you start, you have to do at least your level 2. So it's not even a level 1. You have to do at least your level 2. Which they're not the easiest. They're relatively easy, but they're not easy to do. And you've got to like invest that time, and you've got to learn, and you've got to educate yourself. You've then got to do an affiliation level 1. So you have to be, I don't know how to explain it, but you have to like do a course that qualifies you to run an affiliate well. Then you've got to actually do your affiliation fee, which is $3,300 a year. So you've got to jump through all these hoops before you can become a recognised CrossFit gym, which is brilliant, and I'm all for that. High Rocks, £1,000, bish bash bosh, you're now a High Rocks affiliated gym. You don't have to be a coach of any level. So like my mum could open a High Rocks gym in her living room tomorrow.
Oh, Eunice.
She could.
God, gal.
She could. She would then be a High Rocks coach. She would then be
In a
running High
box.
Rocks classes. Yeah, don't talk about mum's box, please, on this. And yeah, but literally, like, and I just think like, oh, that probably needs to be policed a little bit more.
100%.
That's where I don't think High Rocks will be a long-term thing.
I disagree with you.
I just...
And it's got. I like it. I think it's brilliant.
I think
But carry on.
whether it is going to be like a short-term or long-term thing with the High Rocks, I agree with you as in it needs a lot more rules and regulations. You can't just say, pay you £1,000, I'm High Rocks affiliated, we don't even have proper High Rocks equipment, but we are High Rocks, let's go, the class is on.
I
Do you know?
And just from a coaching aspect as well, like just being an affiliate doesn't mean you can coach something like, I think it's quite frightening. You know, you could have any Tom, Dick or Harry could be coaching you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how to do a wall ball.
Yeah.
Like Eunice could coach us all how to do a wall ball. There'd be no depth. No offence to Eunice, but I'm just saying, she's not...
They might not
You
even
know.
have wall balls.
Yeah,
Exactly,
exactly.
yeah.
Might have ping pong balls.
Yeah.
But
Sticky
yeah,
Mickey.
done a High Rocks up?
She's dead.
I got my first High Rocks
Oh,
now
no,
in
box
Cardiff
Oh, class.
on
Singles or
June.
doubles?
Singles. I don't know why a singles for my first one.
Are you going singles this weekend? Are you a
Next weekend
hybrid
is
rock star?
I'm not. That's the thing. The thing is, with the High Rocks these days, like
Nothing wrong
even
with
to
being a
get
High Rock
into
star.
like the onto High Rocks race.
You'll love it, honestly.
Oh, it's
You
just
Have you done one yet?
not officially the High Rocks event, you know,
The High
that they
Rocks
put
rock
on.
star.
The one that you've got to queue for like 10 hours for. No, not that. But I've obviously done the Sims. Like, if you want to enter High Rocks event and like you're excited, you and your partner, like you've planned to do it, you're in the queue, you're in there for like an hour, tickets sold out.
I was really lucky to get them, I think. Yeah.
I'm all for it. I think it's great. I think it's great for fitness.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing to get as an introduction to get people into fitness. It gives some people something to train for.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people want something to train
And
for.
also, like, I found after doing it, when I went there, I was amazed by, like, the variety of people that were there. It was amazing. People of all shapes and sizes. Like, a lot of all the people you see online is, like, all the people that have got, like, abs or whatever.
Oh, they're
like,
winning.
ripped and
Yeah.
winning. But, like, it was really nice to see. It was really inclusive,
I feel like
which is what I liked.
when you mention the word High Rocks, like even myself now, like when I'm going to do Cardiff by myself, when you mention the word High Rocks, you automatically think you're going to rock up there and there's going to be like absolute superstars there, six packs, like know exactly the High Rocks game, and it does put people off. Like even me, like it make me nervous, and I train, I do High Rocks or stuff. So someone who doesn't really train anyway, it can be quite
Really
daunting.
Yeah. I see it as an event. I think it's a really cool event that people train for. At the minute, at this given time and space, I think it's the most like popular event out there. I think if you go back 10 years, I think Tough Mudder was up there. Yeah, everyone was doing a Tough Mudder, wasn't they? I think it's kind of the same. But
Is that where you go in the mud?
yeah, it was massive like 10 years ago. Zumba was another one.
One of those crazies.
I do like Zumba.
I've never done Zumba.
I'd loved Zumba.
Zumba was
And
massive.
do you know what?
I've done
I reckon
Zumba.
if we had a Zumba class here, it would excel.
If you looked at the petition rate of Zumba 10 years ago, it was probably.
I'd take the class.
That's
Okay, you
how
take
it
it,
was.
I wouldn't take it.
But where does it grow from here? I don't know. I don't think.
I'm going to have to be really rude. Sorry.
You're leaving us.
I've got mams and prams, so yeah. Sorry guys, sorry to be rude. Sorry,
Guilty's off.
Celyn. Are you going for a massage?
I've got a sports massage.
Yeah.
This is off.
See
Leave
you.
me in your cup.
Leaving us.
Carrot
Sorry guys. Sorry Dave.
I'll leave as well, so you haven't got two exits.
Yes. Nice to see you, Celyn.
Bye.
I'm going to Benidorm this weekend now with the rugby boys.
Nice.
We just won the league with Lampeter, shout out Lampeter Rugby Club. And we're going to Benidorm, 35 of us. But I'm really excited for it. And I feel guilty, like I'm going to come back, I'm going to feel like shit. I'm probably, my programming is going to have to be done like late and things like that.
Yeah.
It's just fucking...
Stressed at the same time when you're on holidays. That's what I feel like I'm on holiday. So you're on holiday, you're meant to be there sunbathing, thinking what you're doing next. I'm there programming or sending text messages to people. Like, I'm on holiday. Like, that's when you've got to think something's got to stop, do you know? I remember the last holiday I went on, I was on the plane and I was thinking, right, I've got free time now. Send a bit of information and stuff out to people.
Yeah.
Why? Like, I just don't understand it.
Take your laptop and play.
I did. I took my laptop with me.
Snap.
I think from that holiday, I told myself this would be the last time I do that. You've got to, because like, if you work in retail or something like that, you wouldn't take your laptop on holiday then.
I know.
Well, there's pros and cons.
Yeah. No, like I said, I like speaking to people who are of that same mindset. But I speak to like you probably, we've got loads of different industries coming into the gym. Like we've got teachers, as an example. And I know like a lot of the teachers that train here, they finish work at 3:30, but a lot of them are like planning the lessons out till gone 9 o'clock at night. And they're doing that unpaid. But I think the massive separator is they're really passionate about it and they love teaching. Whereas with you now, you're passionate about coaching and building your personal brand and your strength of brand.
Yeah.
So, and you love it. So that's why you put that extra work in.
Yeah, 100%. And I think people automatically think a personal trainer is someone who just works in the gym and coaches. They don't see the things behind the scenes. So the programming, the WhatsApp, social media, the weigh-ins, the check-ins, the online. People don't see that, and people don't realise how exhausting it can be.
What have you got lined up, like fitness goals over the next year or so? Have you got, apart from the high rocks?
High rocks, definitely. Maybe I've got a doubles high rocks now coming in. Birmingham is October.
I'm doing that.
I'm doing that one.
What day are you there?
I'm doing a mixed doubles. What day is that?
Yeah, do you know what
doing
day?
mixed?
No, same sex.
Mixed
so-
I'm doing. I don't know what day it is.
Oh, we're Sunday, am I see down there?
Maybe, yeah. So I'm doing that one. What have I got after that? I did Athics last year
I'm supposed to do that this year.
in Cardiff.
Yeah.
Have you signed up to
I'm
it?
actually, yeah, but I've pulled out.
Why?
Yeah, because my Achilles.
Is there...
Yeah, so because I wanted to do the Hyrux in October, I had to pull out of the Athics game. So one of the boys, shout out to Rhys Harris, he's taking my place. But it's like the chipper workout with the 50 box jumps and the 12-minute run, and I'm rehabbing my Achilles at the minute. That's just going to set me right back. So at the minute, I'm not doing any running, I'm not doing any box jumps, no burpees. I can do step-up burpees, but just trying to really limit the loading on the Achilles.
Resting, recovering, ready for the
I'm not
high
even
rocks.
doing Olympic weightlifting, so I'm not even, any movement that comes onto your toes, I've sacked it off. So I've gone through like Olympic weightlifting 3 times a week to now, nothing. I'm just like, instead of the running and the high rocks, I'm going on the assault bike just to get that same stimulus, which as close as I can then. So I'm doing like standing bike instead of running for my intervals.
Injury, setbacks,
Oh, killer. I can kill her.
100%. So obviously I've got the High Rocks Birmingham. I didn't really used to run before, like long distance. I didn't like it. I actually hated it, and I used to think because I wasn't good at it, I didn't want to do it, and I didn't enjoy it. Now I've started running for the High Rocks. I enjoy it, and I'm so much better at it. Not saying I'm good, because I'm nowhere near good. But I feel like because I've come to a point where I'm enjoying it, I think I would enter probably maybe just a running event. Long distance, like half marathon or something.
Class.
Yeah, not anytime soon. The end of the year maybe.
No aspiration to compete in weightlifting?
Well,
Have you ever competed in weightlifting?
no, but I am still weightlifting now, just do it by
Class.
myself. I've had some weightlifting coaching and I've obviously done my
Class.
level 1 weightlifting. I enjoy it. That's strength.
It's fun,
and
innit?
yeah, that's where I think I excel in, 100%.
I feel like when I finished playing rugby, I kind of missed that void of something to train for.
Yeah.
So that's when I kind of got into Olympic weightlifting, mostly because I was really shit at it when I started. And just learning the skill and the enjoyment and getting coached. It kind of like keeps your mind busy.
Yeah.
So you can see yourself improving.
I think with like high rocks or any gym stuff, you just go in and you blast it. With weightlifting, there's a lot more mechanics and structure around it. People don't understand, and it's the same with rugby. If you're playing a rugby game, you don't just go on the pitch and run with the ball. You learn tactics, skills, your lines and everything. So I feel like they're quite linked, and that's probably why I enjoy it. There's a lot of thought process about it.
It's such as two simple movements, but there's so much that goes into it.
And still to this day, I still struggle with weightlifting, certain aspects of it.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind.
Who's coaching you with weightlifting now?
I'm not currently having coaching from it now. But when I do it, I do it with a coach who's in the gym with me, Simon. So he's got his level 1, 2 weightlifting. And we just do it together.
Do you find, like, we just had Sunny Webster in now doing a workshop with us. And even O's who coaches here, is the fittest in Wales. He's a games athlete. And obviously he's done his BWL1 as well. But the way Sunny Webster coached, he completely like tried to change everyone's technique away from what British weightlifting coached. So when you think like shoulders over the bar, etc., Sunny Webster was like, no. He was like moving everyone back, so everyone's like torsos are more upright. So he's kind of shoulders on top of the bar instead of over the bar, and like kind of proper messed with my head.
Yeah, that I was just about to say, that would really fry my head. You know, when you've been doing something for so long, getting out of that habit
I know.
wouldn't sit well with me.
Yeah, but no, I really, really enjoy it. How would you define success, both personally and in business? Bit of a deep question for you there.
Personally, success for me would be to feel content and happy, because for like a long time in my life, I wasn't content and I wasn't happy. And I weren't succeeding then at that time. So I think they link together. For business and professionally, it would be to see my members around me doing well, and them achieving, succeeding, which would mean what I'm giving and doing for them is working.
That's cool. That's I would say a great way to end the podcast. Celyn, where can people find you?
They can find me on Instagram, Facebook, pretty much all social media platforms. My name or the Strength Hub.
Look out for the Thunderbolt.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a cool brand, that is. Cool little emblem. Thanks, Celyn. Appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.